Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 41, as I always do before I play any games. Going to start at the 1 minute mark. Please don't suggest any moves or hints, but anybody joining the stream early on is probably a regular and already knows that. Put a little extra note up here about that. Hello, Mimzovic. Man, you are quick. How do you join so quick? I'm wondering if I should make that font larger next time. What's this? I'm hoping that helps a little bit though. Okay, so I'm going to start here. This seems familiar. So I can win the exchange. Notifications, but still, yeah, you join. You join quickly. Okay, so this is a mate in 2. Yesterday went pretty well. I did it in about 22 minutes, I think. Well, we should have a mate here. Or no, well, we win the queen. So I have a discovery on his rook. I believe that is good enough. I can win his rook. He'll take my bishop at the end. But then I can also take his bishop. Or his rook. We have check and then bishop e4. We are black. We just go chomp, I think. I got a little scared there. Oh, I have rook f2. I think I have g6. And then rook h3. White. My routine, and then only it's discipline. But I'm excuse me. I think it's a lot easier to do as a streamer though. I think it takes extra discipline to do it if you're not streaming, because only you can. I mean, nobody forces me to do this but myself, but I just feel it's easier when I'm streaming. It's just yeah, okay, so we are white. This should... Oh, wait, hang on. Do I have rook 8? No. Okay, so I guess king g6. His pawns are quick. You know, they are quick, but I don't think they're quick enough. Maybe you start streaming. Is there an age limit? Aren't you too... Are you allowed to do that at 15? I've never seen young people stream. So I have a lifeline here. It's actually equal material though. But no, but there's 2 pieces under attack. Wait, this is confusing. I don't know, and I'll report you. No. No, this is confusing because I can obviously take the queen and the rook. Oh, wait, no, I'm up a piece. I can't count, apparently. I have an extra minor piece. So, check wins the queen. His queen's overloaded. Hook mate. We win the bishop. Ooh. Yeah, that's still good though. And we are white. So we have a, so check. And then what? I don't know about that. So how do we do this here? So, do I have time to play bishop f8 or bishop f7? Because he has, I mean, he's got this check, but you would think rook e or queen e5, but we're surviving there. I think we can do this if it'll let me move. I didn't see this check, but it's, yeah, it's the same defense. Okay, we are black. This should pick up the bishop. I have taken and check. Oh, he's got rook f7. Then I take the knight though, but I'm down 2 pieces already. But I would get one back is the point, and I'm up pawns. Okay, can't I just take Mr. Knight? Stupid one. We have a discovery. If I can get his king to a dark square. There's also the skewers. I think we take, but he can take with the queen. Oh no, we can just go here. Mr. Knight, yeah. You know what's interesting? As I've said this before, nobody cares, so I've always kind of viewed bishops as female. For some reason, I think it's like, it's the curves. It's the curve. I've always kind of pictured them as female. Like, not pictured, but I don't know, associated bishops as female. And queens as female. Everything else is male. Okay, so I guess I take with the rook. And I think I can win this rook. Check, right? And then check. Oh no, he can come in here. Okay, so we'll look at this way. Oh, it's just a mate in 2. Okay, mate in 2. This should pick up material. Bishops as males. No, yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they should be males, bishops, but I've always assumed like they're female. Okay, so we are white. Can you hear my dog snoring under the desk? Yeah, and is that text too small? The please don't suggest moves. And I just realized the chat is covered by the subscribe button. I wonder if I should remove the chat from the video. I've always kind of wondered that. Okay, but yeah, I'm down a piece. Now, if I take here, black still has 2 pieces under attack. So this is my first candidate move. Which looks good. And yeah, we go rook takes. Okay, we are black. You can't hear the dog. Interesting. So we're down a piece. Can I not just... Oh, it's check, unfortunately. But I could be up the exchange there. So what's wrong with that? I would be up the exchange for a pawn. It's not a lot. But I'm playing it. Hello, Vivek. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad yet. Well, we need to take the bishop. because it would be insanity not to. And then we just have a breakthrough. Nothing else to... Okay, possibly king e3 here. No, we push. And there's a bishop here. So I can't go knight f6. Could I attack a second piece here? No, he just takes here. Okay, can I take the rook? Actually, this is it. Mate threat. Okay. How about I start with the check? Right? And then he blocks, and then, yeah, we start with the check. Oh! That's illegal. Okay, so... And then check here. He's got one move. And then check. Where's the win? Where's the win? Check, he comes back. And then check here. And then we take... Actually, I could... Wait, what am I smoking? I can't... okay. Yeah, there's got to be something here. Check, check. Oh, I win the queen. We go here. Wow, this is underrated. That shouldn't be 1600. And it ends too soon. See, it's like another 4 lines you actually have to calculate. You win the queen with a skewer at the end. Okay, where did this pawn come from? Here, I guess. So no en passant. I feel pushing. Because then he has to spend a king move. But then he comes in here. But yeah, then he comes into e7. Yeah, they end soon because when that happens, it means there's more than one line that's good. Because these are all computer generated, right? So e6, king d6, king f6, king e7. And I don't think we have anything there. I think we're losing. So I guess we have to go in with a king first. And now, that's a weird response. Now we can push because our king is going to support and we should be quicker there. We're in check. We have one, I guess we have 2 moves, but this looks scary. Maybe, oh yeah, that looks mighty scary there. And then I don't know if I'm actually getting mated, but yeah, then he's, yeah, we are getting mated, so we have to play the most. Did I rush it? I thought I saw a line there for white. Oh, he can't take. Oh, man. That was a good run, too. That was a good run. Okay, no talking. I got to 31 kill box here. I want to take the knight, but this is interesting because I have this check. But he goes here. Now I think I'm taking the knight here. Okay, what did I miss? I saw this. Oh, what? This is 1100. The reason it's 1100, and because I just, yeah, I mean, I should have calculated it better, but the reason it's 1100, here's me whining again. The reason it's 1100 is because beginners, they're not calculating all of that. They see a check, they give the check, and then they make another check. Like, okay, obviously I'm salty about that one, but it shouldn't be 1100 because I'm not expecting to have to calculate at 1100. Vivek, no, it was a legal move. It was the rook G. Oh, you mean the one before 31? And that was just one line, Vivek, too. Yeah. Okay. So Zhuang. We have this. Are we just happy with that? I don't know if. I don't like this puzzle. It sucks. What the heck is this? The heck is this too? Okay, well, we have to find this one. Okay, I'm not going to calculate. Very lazy. Black? I'm not calculating a lot of these, which is not good. Not a good habit. I thought I actually had another rook. I thought I had a rook here. Okay, catching up though. Whoops. Can I do this? So the only thing I worry about is this check. But I think I'm okay there. Okay, I guess it's just me. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I'm rushing because I don't want to do them anymore. Yeah. It's so hard. Once you fail, it gets so much easier to fail again. Because you start rushing. because you don't want to do them again. I can take and then check, but is that good enough? It's a stupid puzzle. That's an 1100 rated puzzle. That is stupid. Oh, sorry. What happened to your foot? What happened here? Oh, what did you do? Fix the camera. Focus. Oh my God. This is what is going on in my mind. There. See, that's what my head is at. I'm not focused. Her paw looks like, I don't know if she was chewing it or what. I don't know if she, it might just be like dirt. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have a forte. What's my forte? Openings? I'm equally bad at everything. No, I do think my openings are decent. I think my end games are decent too. I think my weakness is time management and middle game. Okay. I've really slowed down here. Okay, check, and then we have H6 available. We have discovery, fork, hit this, take this. We have a check, looks good enough for me. We have a check. We have a check. Is this playable? Check. I don't know. What about this? That's kind of interesting. But no, let's calculate this again. All right, this is all for forest. I mean, you would think. I mean, I could. Oh, what about this one here? This check. That's looking. Oh, that's mate. Oh, it's not mate, but it will be. That's got to be it. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, he doesn't have a good check or a good way to do anything about it. Take. So what's going on here right now? We're down the exchange. I guess I could go queen g4. And what do we do after he takes? Yeah, it doesn't look like anything. So, yeah, I have to look at taking. So takes, check. And then I just move. He has two pieces under attack here. Actually, hang on a second. I can simply take. Okay. I can simply take here. Yeah, I don't know. That's still kind of iffy, but what is a sub battle? Is that when the subs play against each other or something? Wait, okay. So can I trade? It's always trading. And then I think this is a floating square situation. And checkmate. Checkmate. I just realized this check, but we're okay. It's subs of 2 streamers. I don't understand. What? Subs of kind of. What's the point of that, though? I don't want to watch other people play. Check. Whoa. Check. Could I do more? Or even here? Okay, we'll look at this then. It's just that if oh, you actually can't move the knight. Yeah, so he goes here. I don't know. I've got the rook pair. Never heard of that rook pair. I got the rooks. I mean, that should be good enough. Ooh, fireworks. What the hell? Is that, oh, because Canada Day's coming up? Oh, man. Don't want to listen to that. No, but we don't play, right? We just watch. Actually, there's I've had a 2600 or 2700 watch my stream before. And I could get my coach. I could get my coach to play. Okay. Where was I here? No, his FIDE, he's an IM. But he's only come in a few times. So I don't know him. My coach would be the most reliable person to bring in. Okay. So it sounds like popcorn outside. Yeah, there's fireworks going on. Okay. Very distracted by the fireworks. Knight h5. Right. Seems fine to me. So he moves the queen somewhere. And then I take f6. Okay, get into g5. Yeah, get into g5. This is a little scary, but I think I'm okay. But it is scary. If he retreats, I'm coming in here. And it's still a bit unclear. I don't know what else I would be doing, though. So, yeah, this is a little bit scary. My next tournament, I've retired. Okay, so I don't know if I want to take, because he could gobble things up. If I don't take, though, is it even worse? This is actually very tricky here. The stupid fireworks I'm so easily distracted. Okay, so yeah, so if I take, does he even have time to come out and do that? He might have time for that, honestly. So I don't like that. This is a tricky one. No, so what? I am peak sitting, but it's also so expensive to go to a tournament. I mean, $350 a night just for the hotel. I kind of told myself that I'll play in another one if I set 3 new personal bests online. And since I said that, I did set 1. So I have 2 more to go. It's like norms for me before I play another tournament. Now, they're actually thinking about holding another local tournament here, but I hate local tournaments for a number of reasons. I hate them. So, I don't know. I used to go to a lot, but it's just so expensive now. Okay. Yeah, so I'm afraid if I take on c4 that he's just going to go to king e4. And he's quick, right? He's very fast here. So I think I actually need to take. And it's wrong. Of course it's wrong. Okay, well, at least I can learn something. So if I... What was I here? If I take... How is it 1700? Just reading the chat here. Yeah, this is underrated. Is it annoying when I say that whenever I get it wrong? It's like such a stupid excuse, but I mean you can judge for yourself. I don't think this is so simple though for like a 1700 rated puzzle. So I was scared. Wait, what did I do in the game? Yeah, I played king g5. I was scared if I took that he could go after my c2 pawn, and that is a problem. That is a problem. But actually taking is the better move for black. And then coming back, which... I guess he can still go for the idea. What? Why does it matter? How come he doesn't go here? It's saying that... Oh, I guess this is quick enough. Okay. But then, this is so crazy. Okay, so what's the difference here now? Wow, that's crazy. I think the idea then... He can just sit here, then he runs, I think maybe goes to a6. Then he can sack this one, and then he can promote this one. You think I should do short video? Oh, no, I'm not going to do shorts. I don't want the low attention span of people. I don't want them as my community watching a 15-second clip of opening traps and... memes. No, we are a different batch. I've never tried to make my channel popular by doing the lowest common denominator thing, doing what's trending, teaching openings. No. YouTube live clip. One thing I've considered doing is streaming or taking videos from when I go to the chess club. Maybe even getting like a GoPro or glasses or something so you can see from my perspective. I've been thinking about doing that maybe, but I don't really want my local club players to know about my channel. I don't tell anybody about my channel. I try not to. Yeah, but the thing is, like, and I don't want to throw shade, but like, there's people like Hanging Pawns who have all these opening videos, and again, I'm not trying to trash talk or anything, but because he is higher rated than me, but he had all these opening videos, but he misses so much stuff in them. Like, it's dangerous to learn from them. So I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want to, even though I really trust my openings. Like, I think I do more opening work than a lot of title players. Where do I learn openings from? I made a video about that a couple years ago, how I develop my openings. You can watch it. It's like an hour long. Okay, anyway, sorry. Just looking at this again. This is this is pretty crazy. So I was scared of that. But this is losing, or it's not winning anymore if it's going to let me play here. Because of C3 apparently. Wait, what? Wait, no, what did I play? Okay, you know what? I am pissed off beyond belief. Guys, I am pissed off beyond belief. I had some brain fart because you rewind my stream here. I said I was scared of taking because I don't want his king to come in. But that's actually what I played. And I wanted to play king g5. I played the move that I did not want to play. I specifically said I don't want to take here because his king is going to grab my c2 pawn, and then I played it. It's because I was talking. That's so annoying. Okay. Wow, there's so many fireworks. Okay. I'm actually going to minimize chat. I'm going to minimize chat here because I want to get this over with. I want to play a game. So, need to focus. So check. I thought there was a fork here, and then check. Wow, this is underrated. Okay, well, it's stupid. Can't we? Oh, actually, this is okay. Where's the win? Check, check. I can't wait for the fireworks to stop. It's going non-stop here. I'm so easily distracted. Especially by noise. 2 pieces under attack. God, it's so freaking obnoxious, that sound. Oh, I think it stopped. It stopped. Oh, it started again. Oh boy, started again. I want these puzzles to be done because they are annoying. Check. He's got a queen. Actually, how about this check? No, let's go check. Here. I guess it's mate. What am I even doing? So he's got to go here and then it's mate. Okay, why am I having to think there? Not a good sign. I could take and then check, winning the rook. It's a little iffy. But I don't know. What else are we going to do? Yeah, it's a little iffy after this, but I'll go here. Okay. Yeah, I think the fireworks ended now. So I can go for this, and then win the pawn. I'll have 4 against 2. This wins the rook. Or does it? Because he could just come back with another. No, it wins a rook, right? I think that's good. I think we're good here. And black. Push him, baby. What is this move about? Okay. And I did see that. Didn't have a plan for it though. Check. Whoa. Whoa. Here, this threatens mate. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a check here. There's a lot of checks. But he only has the one. Yeah, this shouldn't change anything. Okay. Check, mate in 2. We could do it either way. This is prettier. In my eyes. Check. I'm sick of these puzzles, man. I just want to play a game. This position is frustrating. What an annoying puzzle. C5. And rook fe8. But we could put it anywhere. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, couldn't we put it anywhere? Okay, we have check. Takes with the rook. Yeah, I think it's this check. I found that instantly. I found that instantly. I saw, I looked at that as well, but okay, this wins the queen. Do we have to worry about this? No, we don't. Does it matter which knight? It shouldn't matter which knight. But it does matter. Not this one, because you can take. So don't even let him do that. This is actually mate. 28. So we have a check, and then we have invisible fork, which is what I would, I'm going to include that if I ever write another chess book. 100%, I'm including this in. He's got to move, and then I'll be up the exchange. And only at 29 because I suck. We have a check, and that would win the exchange. We're down 1 million pawns there, though. I could also do it this way. No, I can't do it this way because then we have to deal with our queen. So we're not going to find better than this. I don't like this puzzle, though, because this is still work. This is a lot of work for black still. We are white. Can't... Wait, no. We are white. We are white. So just mate in 2, is it not? What type of puzzle is this? That is ridiculous. Okay. There's a fork here. There's also a fork here, which doesn't really make sense. So probably bishop c2. I am down a piece to begin with. So this would put me up the exchange. I don't see a downside, so I will play it. And we trade. Okay, we are black. We have a check, and then a check, and then a check, but that's not going to win. What about I start this way? Or even this way? It's interesting. Okay, no, but let me look at this again. So king h1, check. I don't think he comes back because, I mean, possibly he does. Okay, check. Check. Let's say he comes back for some unknown reason. Then I go check. I think he has to go back to h1. Oh, then I can take the bishop. Yeah. Okay, so he can't go back. So he has to take. And then I guess I could take it as a queen because I'm threatening mate here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we are white. I think I want to go here so I can play knight e6. Plus we cover g5. Still have chat minimized if anyone's wondering. This should be good. If he does this trade, it's going to be close. But he's one square too slow. I didn't see this, but ooh, it's a little dangerous. But so we push, boom. Whoa, hang on a second. Yeah, so g7 takes. Oh yeah, his rook is here, so I just go king f7. Okay. 34. This queen is overloaded. I could take here, I think. Check. Take, I'll be up the exchange. Gonna do it. 35. Check. He has to take or it's mate. And then check. And then check. Yeah, so I think I just take the rook. $36. We are white. Oh, I do so much better with chat minimized. Okay, so check. $37. We need to give mate here. So check. He has one legal move. And then check. He has two squares here. If king c2, I don't know about that. Okay, what if we do it this way? I mean, he's escaping though. Do I have time for f3 first? I don't think so. Okay, so check. Maybe here. Ah, bishop c3. Then it's like yeah, it's like a kill box with yeah, check and then mate e1. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that, but it's still mate here. Okay, 38. I'm down a knight. Chat is minimized. Can I push here? If he takes, check. And then I'm winning the knight. I like that. And if he blocks, then I can take. It's not so clear there, but I have this discovery, so I think he could maybe go king h1, but let's just to say he takes. Yeah, not 100% sure about that. Not to mention there's all these other moves he could do, like oh, sorry, he can't go rook g2. Yeah, he'd probably have to take. Yeah, he'd have to take, right? So he'd have to take. So check knight g3. Maybe I push this because I'm threatening mate, right? Bing, bang, push. Sorry, it's already there. Okay. So bing, bang, knight g3, and then h3 maybe. h3. h3. He can push the f pawn though. Can he though? Check. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Because taking it, I don't know about. Bing, bang, boom. Bing. Yeah, I'll be up pawns still. Okay, like if it goes HG. But these two are under attack. It's hard to assess. Knight G3. Yeah, H3 there is very interesting. H3, but I think he's got F3 or F4. I'm not sure though, because that pawn is very good, but I don't see what else it would be in this situation. I think we have to push. I will look at this with the engine after though. So that's interesting, I guess. Yeah, so I guess here we take. Okay, I want to look at this other line. I don't really like this. This is not so clear, but I'm curious about this other line. Where was it? I was curious about this. I don't like this puzzle. Oh, then you zigzag in. I don't like that so much. Okay, 39. Chat is still minimized. We're under check. We're in check. This is under attack, so I think we probably have to take with the e-rook. Otherwise, he's just going to take our rook here. So we either need to take this way, or we need to take this way. If we take with the f rook, and he recaptures with the rook, then I'm taking the queen, and he has back rank issues. If he moves the queen somewhere, I'm trading and then taking on f4. Or am I? Hang on a second. Because check, take. Oh yeah, then if we go check here, I've got rook f8. If he takes on e7, I can recapture. Takes. That's only Igor, isn't it? Bing, bang. No, I go here. Yeah, what am I doing? I take with the rook. Yeah, I think it might be rook f7. Yeah, because again, if he protects this rook on e1, I'm trading, and then I'm taking on f4, and then I can go back rook f8. If I go this way, he can just move anything. Well, I'm not sure about that even, because he still has back rank issues. But he might just be able to like just bring the rook back. No, oh wait, this looks good too, honestly. Okay, maybe he can pin me or something. Yeah, so I'm going to go this way. And it is correct. Okay, last one. Perseverance. I like this check. I think this is mate in 2. Or maybe not. Right, so if he goes to king h8, it's mate, right? So he has to take with the rook. Oh, we have a fork here at the end, though. So I think that's winning. So, yeah, it takes queen h7, king f8, knight e6. Is that winning? Because we are... I don't know. That looks good enough to me. Yeah, and then just picking. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to open up chat. Get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, I made it. 56 minutes, just over 56 minutes, but I got there in the end. Once I minimized chat and I focused, it's a lot easier. When I'm looking at chat, talking to chat, and trying to do puzzles, that's hard, guys. It's hard. You're having different conversations in your head, talking to chat. It's hard to do that. Look how I zoned in when chat was minimized. Okay, I'm just scrolling up to see some of what you guys wrote. Okay, you didn't write too much. Easier set of puzzles. It might have been easier, yeah, but I think if you guys haven't streamed, you might not realize how it's an extra element. You know, I have 2 monitors. Here I've got my chess. Here I have the chat and my streaming software. And so I'm looking over here with the chat scrolling. You know, I'm reading it and then having conversations, and then I'm bouncing back and forth between playing, and it's harder than just focusing on the board. It's and it's not even like people are having conversations with me and I'm responding to them. I'm reading chat on another monitor, and then I go back to the board. It's easy to get distracted. Anyways, I'm going to play a game now as my dessert. Okay, we have a 2259 scrub. I'm kind of scared to play him. He was actually 2500. I'm going to dodge. I am cowardly. He was over 2400 peak. And I don't want that as my first game anyways. Okay. Here we have a McDonald variation of the Sicilian, which is I used to see all the time, but haven't seen in a little while. Okay, let's not burn our time. What the hell is this? He wants to do this battery. Okay. So a lot of different ways for, okay, we don't want to take because then there's knight d5, I think. Wait, no, maybe here it's not so bad actually. Yeah, maybe I can actually take. But I won't. So I'm going to go here. I can also play h5. It's common. But yeah, knight h6 I think I'm going to play. Yeah, you can also go bishop g6. These are all, a lot of them are interchangeable. Okay. Well, now I definitely don't want to take. Actually, no, it hasn't really changed. Yeah, no, this is I think a slight inaccuracy because now I have knight g4, I think. Oh, he wants to go to f2 is his plan against this, but yeah, but he can just go to d2. And then what am I doing if h6? Maybe then I can play h5. I don't know. I don't know if I want that. It's kind of artificial. Right? Okay, I'm wasting a lot of time, but yeah, it's interesting. I just realized he can take on c5. So maybe I should do this. I see chat scrolling. Yeah, so let's say he goes bishop d2. Then maybe I can take queen b6. Okay, I'm going to try this. Worst case scenario, I play h5. Okay, wow, that's interesting. So okay, so what? So queen b6 now? Is h3 g5 a problem? It is, kind of. Then I have to go knight g8. Okay, so queen b6. Well, h3 I can still go take on b7. But he's got b5. So takes. I'm walking into a pin there. That's already defended 4 times. So this doesn't really make sense. So let's go h5. Oh, I forgot he could just take that. Totally forgot. Okay, but I don't think it's too bad. I'm going to minimize chat here. I wasn't looking at it, but it's scrolling on the side of my vision. Yeah, I just totally forgot about this pawn. Maybe we break. His king's in the middle, so it's mine though. Would I castle into that? How suicidal is that? We're castling. We're castling. So his king's in the middle. Now we break open everything. His king is in the middle. We're down a pawn. I don't like that. I just forgot about that. I played the opening super slow because I couldn't help it. It was too interesting. Now, I'm thinking we take with the bishop. Taking with a pawn is actually interesting too, but we're going to take with the bishop. And then, his king is in the middle. So e5, we just crack it open. We crack it open. Can I just ignore this? I mean, yeah, we just crack it open. Oh, shit. No, we're okay. We're okay. Yeah, so if b5, maybe I push. Okay, well, this needs to move anyways. So I don't like bishop d4 so much. Check. Okay, we're going to do this. Bishop d4, we take on f6. Yeah, this is a little weak. Okay, he's got h3, so I was thinking about taking with a knight. Yeah, this is very weakening. I don't want his queen to activate, though. Can I go here? So if he takes on e5, I think I'm taking the rook. His king is in the middle. See, I told you. I don't think you want to play with your king in the middle. This pawn... Yeah, so he just gives me this. Okay, he's got play. I think I'm going to take the rook though. And can I even sack here? And then check. Not quite. Very close to just being winning there. In fact, no, I am going to do this first. And then rook f1 though is... Rook f1 is... well... No, this is better. His king, he never moved his king. I'm going to open up chat now. Hello, Silent Gameplay. Okay, so I could take and then mate. So we just win a piece here, I think. In fact, this looks winning. Every move is winning here. Every move is winning. So check. Oh wait, this isn't actually mate though. So I am going to go this way. And then mate. So hello, Programming Archives. Exams, I didn't know you're that young. Everyone is young compared to me. Yeah, so he just never moved his king. How dare you? So that was a miniature, move 20. It's kind of annoying, right? Like I'm not gonna castle. I'm just gonna keep my king in the middle and play like that. It's insulting. Oh, congrats on the 100. Hopefully it's out of 100, not 200. Oh, big stretch. Oh. Also, the other reason is the fireworks stopped. I think that helped my concentration during the puzzle streak. Because I was dealing with chat, fireworks was going on, and then... Okay, we'll do a quick look at that without the engine and then with the engine. So, yeah, this is a McDonald attack of the Sicilian. I used to face this all the time when I was a little lower rated. I think players like around 1900 to 2000, you see this a lot. I used to hate facing it, but once I got used to it, I have pretty good results against it. It's like a bad version of a Grand Prix, kind of. There's a lot of different ways, like move orders for black to play. You can play h5 early. You can go knight h6 early. You can go bishop g6. They're all kind of similar. I usually go bishop e7 first, just because it stops. It stops like knight h4. Well, I guess you can't play knight h4, but it stops h4 too. No, it doesn't. It doesn't stop that. I forget. They're all kind of interchangeable. And then I burned some time here because I'm remembering there is a line where you don't want to allow the knight to go to d4, but I forget if it's here or not. I don't think it's here. I think it's a different line. Yeah, I think it's when it might be when white goes bishop e5, and then this pawn is gone, and then you take. And then there's knight d4. That might be it. Because then you lose this bishop, right? Or you're going to lose a pawn. So, yeah, I just played natural. I spent a long time here because, yeah, it's usually not good for white to put a bishop here. Or I think it's worse when there's a piece on e2, like the bishop. And there's also, I was trying to remember, there's some line... Some computer, I mean, these are all computer lines, but there's some line that is really nice for black, which I don't see very often. I was trying to remember what it is. It's something about when the bishop is here and then you go knight g4. Oh no, then you take. But I just couldn't remember it. So I was trying to remember all that stuff. I just forgot that he could take it on c5, but he just kept his king in the middle. And it's so, no respect. Where's Rodney Dangerfield when you need him? Just keeps his king in the middle. I'm clearly opening things up, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He just, okay, I'm going to keep attacking. He just keeps his king in the middle, and then it's just game over. So, I don't know. Okay, let's look at that with the engine briefly. And while waiting, we will cross-reference that with CPT through the magic of television. That was a slow thing. Okay, so if we open this up. Wait, what did he do here? He went here. What did he play here? Oh, c3. And then, yeah, he never did that. Yeah, so I think this is, it's when they take on c6. What did he play here? d4, I thought? No, he played the stupid a3 thing. So, yeah, I'll run that now. I'll do it with 5 lines, run that for an hour or two. But, yeah, so I told you, see, like all these lines are good. And kind of interchangeable. And it's just -1. Okay, so go back to the game. So it looks like I made a few mistakes around here. I'm a little surprised about that. So, yeah, I wasn't sure about knight g4. It just wants me to play f6 right away or castle. So this wasn't optimal, but it was fine. Again, it wants me to castle. Yeah, so I should just probably break on f6 earlier. And then it actually doesn't like it. And then I finally castle and it doesn't like it. So it wants me to just break on f6. His king is here, so is mine, but I can actually castle. And if he ignores it, like let's say he goes g3, we could either castle or we could take right away, and let's just give him another move. Yeah, you could do either one. And if d takes e5, g5 really is the best move. There's many moves that are good, but it just wants to start opening things up, trading. Yeah, it's not so clear though. g5 is a crazy move. Let's say h3, tuck back. And it's, wow, I don't know. That's not so clear. That's scary. Okay. I'm not going to look into that into too much detail. I'm going to play another game. Chessmaster 2014, 10-month-old account. We are white. Sicilians left and right. Are we going to get a dragon? I sense a dragon, even though they're not so common. Nope, we're getting a mainline English. Okay. Okay, so this is not mainline. I don't think we can punish it. Except, I think, this is what Ryan Leong plays. This is what Ryan Leong plays. No. He plays b5 earlier. Yeah, so you can castle here, but it allows h5. And so to prevent h5, I think I want to go g4, but this allows knight b6. And I got to remember all this. This would be simplest, but I don't want to allow h5. So I'm going to go g4. And then I have to remember this line, which is really fuzzy. So knight b6. It's oh yeah, okay. We played b5. I think Ryan Leong plays this. So I feel it's g5 or castling, because knight d5 right now. I think after takes, there's knight b6. I think that's still playable. Oh, I always forget. These are so subtle. These lines are so subtle. But yeah, I wonder if castling is too slow, because castling, there's still knight b6. Maybe I'll start with g5. I'm going to start with g5 first. I think g5 transposes with one of these other two lines. Normally, I could spend 20 or 30 minutes thinking here, but I really have to pay more attention to my clock. And now, I think I want to go knight d5. In these positions as white, you normally don't want to go to a4. For black, it's okay to go to h5, but not for white to go to a4 because of reasons. So yeah, so now I'll go knight d5. I hope I didn't screw up, because a5 is kind of scary. But he can't really, I guess he could play a4. Yeah, I'm a little worried about a5. Not now, but in a couple, boom, boom, boom. That has to be a mistake, right? Because I take here. That's a big mistake, isn't it? I'll really have to review my lines after this one. Yeah, I just won a piece. So that's strange. Okay, that was a weird blunder from black. And now we go check and then enjoy this little hidey hole. Yeah, I think I want to go to a4 here, just to stop this. And I will. And I did. So we're down a pawn for a piece. And where do we castle? My pieces are awkward. Maybe I don't castle. Ah, there's f5 though. Ah, that's scary. Okay, we're going to castle. Still useful to castle. Knight b6, I'll take it. I think. Because that bishop is doing God's work. And then we attack. Because I don't see how he breaks this down ever. So, not sure which rook to move. I got to watch out for stuff here, but I mean, I should be okay here. f5. Worth a shot. I can take on h6 here. He's making a lot of mistakes. I don't see any downside to this. So g6, I can take check. Yeah, so can I go take check, king h8, and then can I go rook g1? Is that unnecessary? Am I making it unnecessarily complicated? He just resigns here. Okay, he did not play well, but I don't like how that's still fuzzy. But these lines in the Najdorf, there's a million different deviations and move order differences that you have to think out logically, and it takes so much time. Yeah, so just showing it again. So typically, like again, you could, the safest way, like if this is a bullet game or something, I'll just castle. But then you allow h5, which is fine for white, totally fine. But then it's not as fun. You're not attacking anymore. Then you have to you got to play it slower. You got to do, yeah. So if you play g4, it stops h5, and then black either needs to castle to, this will transpose to the main line, or knight b6 or b5. And these are the lines where I would have to think. So I played g4. I don't know if, yeah, possibly this is correct. It's either that or knight b6. And then I would have to, although knight b6, I think I have g5. And I think I'm winning the race here because I take with check. So, yeah, so maybe b5 was correct. And then I played g5. Yeah, I couldn't remember here if it's knight d5, g5, or castling. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. If I castle, I think the main move I'm worried about is knight b6. I'm not worried about b4 because knight d5 would give us a good position. So the knight b6 is always a pain to have to think about. And yeah, maybe I still play g5 there. So it might have just transposed. Yeah, because knight h5, then I can go knight d5. Takes. But then he's got bishop f5, right? So yeah, this would have been murky. But he played b4. And I don't know why he did this. This makes zero sense. Maybe it was a mouse slip. Maybe he meant to do this. It might have been a mouse slip. Because this is just, yeah. So we'll call it a mouse slip. So no, white is okay here. White's probably a hair better. And what would I have done in response? I mean, I guess I could have taken on b4 there. Maybe that's why he did that. And that, well, we'll just have a piece here. So I'll look at that with the engine. I can't cross-check it with my opening database right now because it's still running that other position that we just looked at. Did Mimzovich go to bed already? He said he was going to stay the whole stream. He lied. Yeah, so nearly a perfect game, but my opponent just blundered. So we'll look at this with the engine. Yeah, so I was thinking this knight b6. So I guess knight b6 is not good here. d5. Yeah, we can go g5 again. Yeah, we'll be quicker. Okay, so b5 was best. And then, yeah, so the g5, so casting a g5 transpose. But this was wrong. This was a slight inaccuracy. I'm just curious about the casting again. And then if knight b6, yeah, g5. So this would have transposed. Oh, no, it doesn't actually transpose necessarily. Yeah, so then knight h5. Yeah, okay. So this is a slight inaccuracy. It wants to go to knight e2 and then I guess to g3, which makes some sense. But here it's only equal because this bishop f5 is always annoying. Always annoying. Yeah, so knight e2, eh? Yeah, okay. Try to remember that. Now, what would have happened if I had castled and then b4? But then we can play knight d5. What's the difference? Oh, I see. Yeah, so something I have to remember is when I play g5, the bishop can go to f5. So that is a difference. Because normally I don't play g5 there. That's why I kind of forgot that. So if we do it this way, sorry, now he has it. I think that's why he took. That's why he took, because he's used to people castling and not playing g5. So he just kind of got messed up. I think that's what happened. And then knight b6, and this is still annoying. And I think you can actually give this pawn up, and then you go knight c6. I remember looking at these lines before. Yeah, I remember looking at these briefly. I kind of like this g5 line, though. Again, I normally don't play it, but this is kind of pleasant. Yeah, I haven't played this line before. Was this knight e2, knight g3 line. So the main thing I'm taking away from here is when you play g5 early, just recognize that the bishop can go to f5, which is annoying to play against. So don't play knight d5 to let him trade and go bishop f5. That was my slight inaccuracy of 60 center pawns. Otherwise, I played perfect here. Yeah, this was just, he confused this with white castling, and then here I'm just up a piece. Okay, I will play another one. Getting tired already, though. I kind of want to stop right now, but I will play more because it's not the longest stream yet. 2106 opponent from Egypt. Oh, I haven't seen d4 in a while. So I'm actually excited to see it. Oh, I haven't seen it in so long. It's making me have to think. I'm wondering if I want 94 right away. Probably not. So d6 then. Yeah, and then I could go a5, knight c6, or 94. I think I'm going 94 here. And I haven't played this line in a long time. Probably could have been 4 or 5 months, maybe longer. So 94 fe, knight d2, d5, cd, ed. And I think we're fine. I'm not sure what I'm doing after e4 there. So we have him thinking. That's good. He's wondering where he's going to put the knight. Yeah. So now, yeah, f3 is good. I think that's a top line. So he's okay. He was probably trying to remember his theory there. So if I push, that's going to be a hard pawn to defend. So I don't think I want to do that. If I don't do anything, it's just going to take. So I might have to take here. Yeah, this has to be the best move. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, this will. I can't wait to look this up after. Knight b3. I mean, technically, yeah, I won't be able to hold that pawn. Yeah, but again, if he takes, I'm going to lose it. So I might have to take. Might have to take that. I can't wait to learn this line. So we have no development on the queen side. He has a important decision to make here. He can actually recapture 4 different ways. Okay, so this looks decent. If bishop g2, I think I'm trading there. And if rook e1, I don't know, but could this be a problem later? I don't know. And if rook f2, I'm probably overthinking all of this. Do I want c6 or do I want knight c6? Queen b3, I can take here, or can I? No, he's taking here. So yeah, he's got queen b3, but then I've got bishop. I could defend. Oh no, then he's taking here. Should I? Oh, I don't want to have to play this though. Knight c6, queen b3. Yeah, maybe I can still go here, right? Let him give the check. All right, king h8. He moves his queen somewhere. I don't know. I mean, this would be the simplest way. Okay, it's still cowardly, though. And he still has queen b3. But maybe I'll play bishop b6. Knight c6 might have still been okay, but it was making me a little nervous. But I'm really curious to look at this line, to investigate this line more. Because I think it's pleasant for black. But I just need to know the ideas more. When did I win a pawn? I don't even remember winning a pawn. I didn't win a pawn, that's why. Okay, I can't count. So again, this is not exactly the same now, though. Yeah, not exactly the same. If he goes here, okay, I'm going to take, because d4 seems sensitive. He's got queen b3. Doesn't really do anything. Well, it's probably worth playing. But then I have queen d5. And I'm winning. Am I winning another pawn there? No. Okay. So queen b6 allows a queen trade. Really need to develop over here. Yeah, but this is interesting. This helps me develop, but I'm dropping a pawn. Maybe I should go king h8, but ugh. What about bishop e6? It's got stuff like this. What about here? Knight d7, push. I'm going to go king h8. Queen b3 is so annoying. Yeah, tides are turning. Now, he does have a nice Alani, so I should consider minor piece trades. I could maybe sack something like here. Take check. In fact, no. Yeah, no, it's not check. That's almost good though. I mean, it does help my bishop develop. Now that I moved my king, do I have knight d7 now? No, I think there's still d5. But then when he recaptures, it's not with check. Yeah, I would have check. Then I could take. Why would I want to, though? But then I have here. That's actually not bad. So Nimzovich controlling the square in front of his pawn. Can we do that? The knight can attack. Knight can attack. Okay, let's get this queen moving. If d5, yeah, I can take and then I get bishop e6 in. Free development. Okay. So knight d7. Play that. So now knight c5 is not a move. Okay, I'm starting to entangle. So knight f6 is my plan here. He's playing very well. This is a nice game. Chat really died, hey? Yeah, so let's just stick with the plan. He went here because he didn't want this to happen. I could hit his bishop. But he's got this discovery on mine. Okay, I'll do here. I like this, but I didn't want to have to deal with my bishop on e7. Is this a move? Yeah, so we'll go here. This is weak now. He might have this, but then maybe we've got this. My ears need popping. I'm trying to pop them, if you're wondering what I'm doing here. If bishop g2, I will take, I think. And then put pressure on this. Oh, crap. I guess I could take on b2. My ears are plugged. Yeah, so d5, take on b2. I'm very low on the clock here. Do I have back rank issues? Like, if I take, I do have, yeah, I would have had back rank issues there. So let's bring the king in. Kind of scary to go to an open diagonal, but I want to protect this rook because otherwise there's back rank issues. So I might have just dropped the pawn. What's that last move? Well, maybe not, but this is... Oh, no, same deal. I can still take on b2. I keep forgetting that. He might be thinking if he could do that, but at least I don't have back rank issues anymore. Okay, he's slowly ticking away on the clock. This was... But yeah, he played a very nice game. So if b5, can I afford to take I don't think so. Possibly. But I don't think so. Okay. I could block him here. Let's blockade the pawn. And then double up. Now there's a lot of pressure on this d5. I think you maybe should have played b4 last move. I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, I'm just going to keep piling up on this, and I'm nearing equality on the clock. The dangers of the Isolani. Obviously, he can keep defending it, but then we need to use the principle of two weaknesses. Yeah, I will just keep piling on it. And then do I have c5 here? It's a little dangerous, this. That's getting dangerous. Then can I go here? Take. Okay, try it. I don't know. That might have been a blunder. I don't know. So boom, boom. Actually, could I take here? I don't think so. Just play this. That was probably not good. Okay. So we can take. Yeah, we can take and then. Oh, can he queen here? Bing. Bang. Boom. No, I think I can take. Because I've got. My rook is covering a8. So I'm happy he's thinking here. If we can get him down to, 30 seconds. Yeah, so I've got this pin now. I could also, yeah, we would just go here. He's just digging a hole for himself. But he played the opening well. I'm really curious, after his f3 move, the best plan for black there. Because I think that was correctly played by me. Pre-move the recapture. He should be resigning here. Or is he going to let his time run or what? Okay. So, yeah, take a look at this game again. So we had kind of a traditional Dutch. Yeah, so I spent a long time here. I just don't really know the plan here, even though this is a very common line. And then I spent forever on this c6 move. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious about this whole line. Yeah, we might have been maybe slightly worse around the middle game there. And I don't know if I don't know. I think I played okay. So let's take a look at that with the engine. Somebody's running it already. Oh, yeah. So he was actually +2 at the end there, but we had a minute left there. So, yeah, see, I told you it was a well-played game. Look at that. It basically flatlined. Just once we got into time pressure, we both made blunders. Otherwise, we both played very, very accurately. So the Dutch wins again. Overpowered, right? So 94, yeah, so this was right. And then, yeah, f3 was good. And then what am I supposed to do? Have I even had this position before? No, that's why I didn't know what to do. So taking was best. And it took me a minute and 20 seconds to realize that. Apparently knight takes is the best response. And then the c6, and it's equal. But we're happy to have such a position. Equal is good against d4, right? So, but he took with the bishop, which is, I guess, not as good. Because the bishop doesn't want to stay here long term, so it doesn't really make sense to take with the bishop. Yeah, and it looks like I played fine. The king h8 move was good. It was saying bishop e6. The reason I didn't play this, for some reason I thought he had, I forget why. Yeah, I think I saw ghosts. Because that is the simplest move by far. So I don't know why I didn't play bishop e6. That would have been... for some reason, I thought he could play knight g4, knight g5, which he can't. And it didn't like queen b6 here so much. It wants knight d7 right away. I didn't do that because of d5. But computer is suggesting taking, getting rid of his Isolani. Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't like this line. I don't like that line. Yeah, so computer suggesting bishop f6 here. And then okay. Anyways, I'll look at that more on my own. I'm going to end it there. I'm just kind of drained now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. So as a recap, did Puzzle Streak. Took me like an hour or something. Maybe not quite that long. Or maybe it was close to. Then I played 3 games and I won all 3 games. So that's nice. And I think they were all clear wins. Yeah, they were all very clear wins and not very long. 20 moves, and 29 moves. So that went well. Hopefully we can do the same tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching.